Hello and welcome to episode 24 of Series 2 of Master League Story Mode. Or should I say, the last episode of Series 2 of Master League Story Mode. So, cast your minds back to episode 1 of this series, and you may remember me mentioning that this series is very much a playtest, an extended review of Master League in Pro Evolution Soccer 2017. How would I sum it up now after a full season? Well, in terms of the mechanics of Master League, the training and those sort of things, it's definitely improved. There's been a lot of areas that are much better than last year. Still, an absolute myriad of ways that this game could be improved. Some of them so simple. And I really hope next year, 2018, will be the year that Konami actually invests some serious time and effort into Master League, because I think it could be a real differential from FIFA to get this right, to add in a little bit more of the Football Manager style options and things like that. But anyway, the gameplay is also good. I don't think it's necessarily a huge improvement, but there's definitely been a step up. And actually, the first few games of this series, when our team spirit was low, was some of the best fun I've had playing PES in a long time. It was a real struggle. As the season progressed and our team spirit improved, things maybe did get a little bit easy. And if I'm honest, to be in third place with Hull City after one season on Superstar maybe was a little bit too easy. But, we're going to find ways of affecting that in the next series. Definitely. So we should be able to make things more interesting. But yeah, to summarise, it's been good, not great. I've enjoyed it. I'll never stop playing Master League. I love Master League way too much. Especially since I've started doing this series. It's always been a big part of my life, and I've always enjoyed concocting these stories. And as I've said from day one, it's been a real pleasure and an honour to share this with you guys, and to have your responses, and to have all the kind words and feedback and everything that I've got from you. It makes this worth doing. I've said that before, and I'll say it again. So before we get into the Manchester City game, which is our penultimate game in the final episode of Series 2, just want to make you all aware, I'm going to have a week off, and that is to prepare for Series 3, but also, as I mentioned in the last episode, and although, not many of you responded, as of next week, or the week after next anyway, I am going to be starting a Become a Legend series as well. So you can look forward to 2 new series starting in the second week of November, or there and thereabouts. And maybe even a little rebranding. I think I'm going to change the name of the channel to PES Story Mode, so keep an eye out for that. Don't be confused, it's just me. So yeah, I'm really excited for that. So with all of that out of the way, let's get into the second to last game, Manchester City. Let's see if we can cement our Champions League spot. Let's take a look at the teams. Hernandez is suspended. That's a shame, because he's there or thereabouts for the Golden Boot this season. And Sergio Aguero, who we're playing against today, he's in the running as well, as is Paul Pogba. Is it going to be Welbeck or Diamande? Well, we'll give Diamande one last chance. He's been pretty poor, but we've come to know and love him, so it'd be a shame not to let him play. We'll give Lingard, who was really good for us at the beginning of the season. We'll play him over Fraser, who's been disappointing. And Bobby Snod starts because he's been a legend of this side, and everyone else is looking good. So to not qualify for the Champions League now would be an absolute travesty. We're back at the K-Com here. We don't need to beat Manchester City. We do have West Brom on the final day of the season. If we can pick up a point there, I think we're just about in. But a point or more against City today would be great. But also, Sir Alex, who's announced today that he won't be continuing on at Hull City, as was expected, but he's confirmed it today. We want to go out on a high for him, and for some of these players that we've come to know and love. Remy Cabella there, he's definitely one of them. Cabella closing down Otamendi, and it's Mbula. Oh, he nearly gets that ball off De Bruyne. Forced to Vidal in the centre. Puts it outside to Clichy. Vidal's made a good run. It's Sterling now out on the left. Cuts inside, gets away from Bazoa. Sergio Aguero back into goal. Clichy up from the back. Bellarabi with the shot. But it's charged down. And now it's Bobby Snods can bring it away. Diamande's peeled off to the left-hand side. Looking for the overlapping run of Robertson. Robertson now over the top, looking for Cabella. Otamendi's with him. Snodgrass, great ball out to Robertson, who whips in an early cross. Diamande's there. Goes for the header. So if I was asked to pinpoint from a player point of view some of the decisions we've made, or the bad decisions we've made in this series, then I think 2 of them would be bringing in and putting too much pressure on Ryan Fraser and Denis Suarez. Neither of them really were the right people to bring in halfway through the season. And actually, although we had a good end to the season, in some ways, I think bringing those 2 in maybe unsettled the team. I don't think they had the all-round qualities that both Mbula or Bazoa and Lingard had. So, yeah, those were mistakes. I regret that. Who knows what would have happened had we kept Lingard in as well. Oh, Cabela. Oh, and Sterling's in a huge amount of space with Fosu-Mensah pushing forward. It's now Sterling into the box. Ball in looking for Aguero. Oh, Butland, great save. Zoa sweeping ball out to Fosu-Mensah down the right-hand side. He gets his head up, looking for Diamandi in the centre. Doesn't make it to him. Company gets the header in. That's 0-0 at the half. Typical at the moment, just typical. Nothing really from either side. Not a shot on target. At the K-Con, we should be doing better than this. Cabela gets the ball in. Oh, it's tipped away, nearly back into the path of Snodgrass. It's out to Robertson now. Can he find a ball? Looks far out to him. Bulu's hit it. Falls to Lingard. Oh, what is that touch? Jesse. We Jesses fucked that right up. That should have been 1-0. And now, City coming forward through Sterling. Tisserand's come out. Great tackle, Tisserand. And that's a good pass as well into Cabela. Lays it off early to Diamandi. He can't get away from the slide tackle of Company. Big tackle there. Needed that. Finds Fosu-Mensah. A bit of space here. Snodgrass is in there. Couldn't get the head to it. Bazoa's hit it well. Oh, it's a good low drive from Bazoa. From a long way out. Claudio Bravo can only punch it wide. Loads of space there. Should have picked out a man. Fell to Bazoa. Hit it first time. It's actually a good effort. Snodgrass out swinging corner. Bazoa's there. Gets a run on his man. Tisserand, good header. But this is dangerous. Sterling now forward. Curtis Davis. He's got Aguero to his right. Oh, that's really poor decision making then from Sterling. Only out to as far as De Bruyne. Tisserand. Poor clearance. No, big mistake there. Bellarabi edge of the box. Into Nolito on the edge of the box. He shoots. Great save. Butland, that's huge. Lingard looking for Cabela. Takes it really nicely in his stride. Strong running here from Remy Cabela. For the little chip back into Diamandi. Can he get there? He can, but he's missed it. Adama Diamandi has missed an absolute hatful of goals in the last few games. And that was one of the worst. Great play from Cabela. It's that sort of surging run that we've not seen enough of. And a nice little chip ball in. It's perfectly weighted. Adama, to be fair, is on his wrong foot, but he should be doing better. Here's Lingard looking for the run of Fosu-Mensah down the right-hand side. Can he get there ahead of Vidal? He can get the ball in. Mbula near post. Oh! It's pushed away by Bravo. Final minute here. Ball into the box for Sane. Tisserand's made a meal of that. It's a ball into Nolito. Butland with a huge save to gain us a point there at the end of the match, surely. And that's 0-0. Really disappointing game again. Can't wait to see the back of this whole side in some ways. Because these last few games have been so frustrating. So many chances in that as well, or it felt like it. But only 2 shots on target from both sides. It's a real end of season match that. No team wanted to win. No one really wanted to lose either. Butland was our man of the match actually with 2 great saves. So 0-0. Still in third though. So it does look like actually with our goal difference that West Ham would need to win by... Well, basically, West Ham need to win, we need to lose, and they need to win by at least 3 goals by the looks of it, depending on what our result is as well. So we go to West Brom, still needing a result really. Let's take a look at the lineup for the final game of the season. Hernandez is still top scorer, so we've got to bring him back in for Welbeck. Diamandi, too many chances missed, and I think we'll keep it as it is other than that. Up against West Brom, we need a win here. There's no doubt about that. We need to make this safe. It would take a fairly substantial loss or a big win from West Ham to unseat us from that 5th spot. But we don't really want to be taking that risk, to be honest. So it's the final league game of the Alex Ferguson era at Hull City. These Hull City fans have had an amazing season, one to remember. As soon as they heard that Alex Ferguson was coming in to save the bacon of his old friend Mike Phelan, they must have thought they were dreaming. And then to see this incredible run in the Premier League, at one stage even challenging for the title, must be something to behold for these lifelong Hull City fans who've only ever really had pain in their lives, and now they've had a little bit of pleasure, a little bit of light at the hands of Alex Ferguson. Hopefully today, with a point, or at least not a big loss, we can cement that Champions League spot, and Alex Ferguson can leave them that little present on the last day as a memory of his time. Let's get into it and let's have a good game today. Come on, we need a win. We need some goals. So in the last game, I mentioned some of the players that I think have been a mistake playing. Fraser and Suarez being the two, although we started Fraser in this game. I think one of the big problems as well is that we really sort of, in the last few weeks, we sort of shied away from the tactic that's got us this far, which was wing play, overlapping fullbacks and getting those crosses in. We don't have the stats for it, but I'd imagine if you looked at them, it would say we haven't had anywhere near as many headed goals or as many crosses as we did at the beginning of the season. And I think that has affected us really in terms of goal scoring. So let's see if we can get some more goals like that today. But it's Galloway now for West Brom who comes forward. And he knocks it back to Chadley. Ball into Rondon, but Tisserand's in there. Wins that back really well. Skelbred now out on the right. Cuts back inside. Fossey Mensah's a ball in. But Bazoa knocks it away. We keep possession nicely. It's calmly played out at the back from Fraser. And now it's Snodgrass. It's already looking for the run of the Scotsman. Robertson back inside to Snodgrass. Ball down the line looking for Robertson. Can he get a good ball in? He can. Near post. Olsen gets a touch to it. Just about manages to get it away. Can Cabela get to that? No. It's cleared. And well cleared by West Brom. And Rondon's found it. He's got away from Tisserand to begin with. Tisserand does well to make up. And now we're back in possession again. On ball. Galloway does well to take it down away from Fossey Mensah. Oh, but Fossey Mensah straight back into the path of Rondon. He gets the shot away. Jakob with the rebound. Butland saves. Now Fossey Mensah dribbles it away. Fraser long ball looking for the run of Cabela. Can he get there ahead of Johnny Evans? No. Good speed from Evans to get that. West Brom making it very hard for us. Now Rondon into the box. Takes a shot. Butland can only punch it wide and out for a corner. West Brom really want to spoil our Champions League party today. 0-0 at the half. 0-0 at the half! I've had enough of saying 0-0 at the half. Right, keep it together. It's the last game. Not a shot. Not a fucking shot. Keep it together. Keep it together. Hernandez, the right foot. Foster. Good start to the half. Hernandez wiggles away. Makes a chance for himself. Simple ball in from Bazoa. Hernandez really dangerous with those turns. If that had been on his left foot, I think it would have really troubled Foster. But even still, it's out for a corner. Snodgrass with the corner. Hernandez, it must be! There it is, Abel Hernandez. And that's a goal that hopefully brings us not only Champions League football, but the golden boot for Abel Hernandez. Abel Hernandez? Abel Hernandez. Abel. Ready, willing and able. I think that's his name. And he deserved that. He's been out of the goals recently, but that well-trodden path of Snodgrass into Hernandez, especially from set pieces like that, he's got so many goals this season. I think veering away from trying to get the ball on Hernandez's head has cost us maybe the league. Davis battling with Rondon. Rondon gets the head on. Oh, it's a great ball into Skelbred. Oh, Butland. Another great save. He really wants Champions League football next season, does Jack Butland. And he's done his bit there for the side with a really nice save there. This curling effort looked like it was going in. I'm pretty sure it was. What a save. What a tip round the post that was. That's a Chadley. Fossey Mensah crunching tackle. Now Chadley again with the ball into the box into Rondon. That's really well cut out. Oh, and Bula, that's not what I meant to do. Snodgrass gets ahead to it, but only to a West Brom player. That was sloppy. Chadley, oh, that's a mistake. Oh, Cabela, lovely feet. He looks for the run of Hernandez. He's into the box here. Abel Hernandez. Little chip from Hernandez. Oh, what a goal. What a goal and what a way to see this season out. Abel Hernandez with a beautiful goal. That's the free-flowing, incisive football that Hull City made their trademark at the beginning of the season. And I'm absolutely made up to see Remy Cabela and Abel Hernandez linking up like that for one last time. Let's take a look at that. It was a lovely dribble move there from Cabela, you couldn't quite see, and then a pinpoint pass. Hernandez able to get away, and it's a beautiful chip over the oncoming Foster with his right peg as well. Absolute class, Abel Hernandez. A rightful golden boot. Great strength, great pace, and then this finish here, delightful. Absolutely delightful. And it's Gangnam style once more. Can we get him a hat-trick in the last game of the season? That'd be great. Good tackle, Fraser. And he releases Cabela. Great running from Cabela. He's been huge in this game. Fossey Mensah with an early ball. Hernandez! And that's 3! Oh, this is just vintage Hull City today. They're taking a bit of their frustration out on West Brom after a really disappointing run of games to end the season off. But this is just the Hull City that we know and love from the beginning of the season. And that was a great goal. It all came from that Fosu-Mensah early cross. Took everyone off guard except for Abel Hernandez. Let's take a look. It was Cabella again, the architect, waiting for the overlapping run of Fosu-Mensah. Always willing. That first time ball, though, is deadly. Hernandez gets ahead of Jakob again, who's made to look as slow and as old as he really is. And Hernandez with a lovely diving header past Foster, who couldn't get anywhere near it. And that's his hat-trick, and that's the golden boot sealed and signed and delivered. Evans long ball in, Tisserand, easy header against Berahino, and there it is! The end of the season is upon us, and what a way to end it. What a way to end the Alex Ferguson era with a beautiful 3-0 win and a hat-trick for Abel Hernandez. Top scorer in the Premier League, shooting Hull City to a Champions League spot for the first time in their history. It's a historic day for the Hull City fans, and it's a great day for Alex Ferguson. He can go back to his vineyard now and he can retire again, happy in the knowledge that you can give him now any team you like and he will succeed. Abel Hernandez, another man of the match, 8 out of 10. I mean, that says it all really. That pretty much sums up his season. Best striker in the Premier League, one of the best in the world. Alex Ferguson turned him into the poacher defined. So there we have it, a 3-0 win just to cement things, and it's a 3rd place finish, finishing 1 point ahead of Tottenham in 4th. Unfortunately 14 points ahead of Chelsea. We only lost 7 games all season, but we only lost 9. And up until a few weeks ago, we were well in that battle. Unfortunately, a loss to Chelsea was what really put the nail in the coffin for us. But great result. Champions League football next season. That'll be great for the Hull City fans. They're going to love that. Interesting to see Liverpool finishing in 15th and Leicester in 17th. Only 1 spot above the relegation zone. What a fall from grace that would have been. So here we go, Team of the Year, and 2 Hull City players who make it in. Unsurprisingly, Abel Hernandez, top scorer in the Premier League, but also Timothy Fosu-Mensah. He did have a huge, huge year. Timothy Fosu-Mensah, as he came to be known by the Hull City fans. He started very strongly, maybe tailed off slightly, but did enough to get into the team of the tournament. What a performance that was. Let's look at the goal rankings as well. Abel Hernandez, 24 goals. Huge return for Hull City. No other Hull City players. Oh no, Diamande just about snuck in with 7. Other than that, it was Abel Hernandez who really did all the donkey work. And I think really, ultimately, it was that reliance on Abel Hernandez that cost us at the end of the season as well. Diamande, Welbeck, all missing a lot of chances in important games. Also, interestingly, Cabella not able to get 7 or more goals. He played well, but maybe could have contributed more from a goals point of view. Look at assists. Bobby Snods, 8 assists. Nowhere near James Ward-Prowse with 14, but pretty consistent really from the Scotsman. And then Jesse Lingard with 5. Beginning of the season he was great. I think we should never have dropped him. That was a mistake. Fosu-Mensah picking up 4. So there we have it. That is your lot for Series 2. It was always going to be a quick one. Relatively quick one. 24 episodes. Didn't have the same excitement for me as episode of Series 1, and almost certainly won't have the same excitement as Series 3, and also our new Become a Legend series, both of which will be starting in a couple of weeks' time at the very latest, so keep an eye out for that. I'm sorry to be leaving you for a bit. I just need a little bit of recharging time, and then I'll be back all guns blazing with 2 great new series, a new exciting manager, and also a new player for you to follow. That's going to be great. So, have a nice week off. If you're bored, then, you know, go for a walk or something. I don't know. I don't want to tell you what to do. Other than that, I will see you in a bit of a while.